Welcome back, guys. We are here in Newport. I'm just checking the water. I was already here this morning when it was still dark. I'm waiting because technically slack tide starts at 7:17, but first light isn't until wasn't until like 6:57, and the sunrise isn't until 7:27. So the water visibility, as I can see it so far, is still kind of dark. Looks all right. I feel like I can at least see 5 feet down, so we'll see once actually we can get in there and see what it really is. So I'm gonna start getting ready and suit up. Hopefully it's a great day, and we're gonna try to get some rockfish and hopefully a couple lingcod. Got my new float set up that I built. Just a boogie board, a backpack straps, and then I put a little dry bag on the back, and got both my spear guns, do the things, crab bag, and then my fins will fit right in the crab bag also. There's still a few more things I'm planning on doing with it, but haven't done it yet. Pro tip, always keep your lubricant in your car next to the heater for the whole drive. Makes it 10 times better. Got warm water here. Well, warm soapy water. I'm gonna try to get my wetsuit real fast. Just remember, always lubricate your open cell wetsuits. You do not want to tear them up. Looks like we got some people. They're gonna love hearing me talk to myself. Oh, hey, we got Edward here. Heck yeah, I got my other dad buddy. And his dogs. I was hoping he was gonna show up. This is awesome. Hey, morning, heck yeah. Oh man, you're already set up too? What the heck?
Get ready in the back of my truck.
See, that works. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Ember, come on. I blast the heater.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like, I've been sitting here waiting for the sun to come up. I'm like, come on.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I was like, hey, is this not happening? It's killing me. I was warm, now I'm starting to cool off real fast. I'm like, I gotta get into this suit.
Yeah, that's right.
And make sure you always trim your toenails and your fingernails. You just do not want to ruin these suits. It sucks. This is the fun part. Actually, still kind of warm. Not as bad. The wind. Well, I guess it's not really wind. With a little breeze, it's not helpful. And now, if any of you guys are interested in any of the gear that I have, I do have links in the description of the video, so you can just check. They are affiliate links, so it just helps me make more videos and do more things like this. It's at no extra cost to you, so you just buy it and then I get a small commission, but there's no extra cost because you bought it. So thank you. And that ocean is looking nice and calm. I'm freaking stoked that Edward's here. That's awesome. Now that I've been diving with buddies a lot more than diving alone, I definitely prefer to dive with a person, but obviously I was here. I was going to dive alone, because I will. Do not recommend that. That is everyone's own choice. And you got to take your own safety precautions if you do decide to dive alone. And again, how you get into a wetsuit. Open cell wetsuit right here. 7 mil. I go head first. I don't know why people go arms first. That seems so much more scary to me. So get your head first so you can breathe. So I just stick my head in, take a deep breath. Okay, so head's in. Then I'll just reach in with my arms. Stretch in. Boom. And boom. And you're in. Easy peasy. Okay, now it's not so cold anymore. Oh, we're warming up. Oh, I love once I finally in it. I'm gonna put some spit on my goggles right now to let it dry on. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some spit. I just put a small drop the inside each lens. So if you can see that, just like that, and then yeah, just smear it around. And then once you get to the water, I do one rinse with it, and then after that, it's usually good for, I'd say, quite a few dives actually, for almost half the day. It kind of depends if I have to take my goggles off, because somehow you do get water in, because I normally have a little bit of a mustache and water likes to work its way, then washes that out. Now for me, I even went to the extent I completely shaved my mustache, so I kind of look funny right now. It's always interesting for the week after spearfishing. People just kind of look at you odd in the gym when you have this facial hair set up, but I'm just like, I'm a spearfishman. Don't worry, I don't normally look like this. I feel like I look Amish, but who really knows? My dive knife. Sharpened that last night. I always sharpen my dive knife the night before every spearfishing trip. And I tested it on a note card to make sure it just cuts right through, so I know I'll be able to cut any fishing line or rope that I might snag myself on. Let's see, we've got our shark repellent. Basically a glorified magnet, but it's called shark bands. So I always put that on. The secondary nice thing about it is it actually kind of holds my wetsuit onto my booties, so that's always nice. This leg I really never have a problem with water getting in through the boots, not because that band holds it. So I've thought about just spending another $100 and do it on the other side. Then a shark's not going to go for either leg. Or I can just be smart about it and buy just a rubber band type thing or silicone band and just wrap that leg, and that'd be helpful. Much cheaper as well. Edward's out walking his dogs real quick. He is always with his dogs. Now, he is a good dog owner. I'm actually going to put a little bit of this Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean moisturizer lip balm. Helps kind of seal the mask. You put it right there too. And it doesn't eat through the silicone, so at least so I've been told, but I haven't had an issue yet. And then I got here my newest addition. Got my dive watch. I am loving this for surface intervals, breathing up, and everything like that. And then it also tells like depth and water temperature and all that kind of stuff too, which is cool. But I just like that it lets me know how long I've been down and then how long I'm breathing up for. It just does it. So that's insanely helpful. Definitely recommend it, but it is one of the most expensive things. It was like $550, but I got it on sale for actually $350. So happy about that. First time using it, dropped it in the rocks, almost lost it. That was terrifying. So don't recommend doing that. Make sure it's secure. Woo. Hey, bud. What you doing? What you doing? Yeah. Oh, I thought I forgot my flashlight. No. I was like, yeah. I was like, the main thing I need today is the flashlight. Yeah, it does. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna switch the camera. Yeah, exactly. It's like I went through many days at the beginning when I first started. Now it's like alone, just like how you were. I taught myself. And yeah, there's a lot of days at the beginning I didn't get anything, and then all of a sudden after like 4 or 5 trips alone, I started getting them. And now all the time I get them. I rarely have a skunk day. I don't know. It was actually quite a while before I actually got weights. I was using literally 5-pound steel weights from a weight set.
No way.
And it's about, yeah.
Oh man. The round one?
Yeah, literally the round. Yeah. If you look at my face, if you look at my Instagram, my Facebook, like from 2 years ago, yeah, you'll see my picture. My first day spearfishing, my first fish was a striped surf perch, and yeah, you can see the weights going across. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what weights to use, and I don't have that, and I want to go spearfish, and I was like, I can get a basic little gun and this and that, and just kind of I stayed on the ocean side. I thought that was the better side, or safer side, because there's always calm for me whenever I went. I somehow got lucky that way. Yeah. Yeah, I know that side. And it was until later that I found another spearfisher, and he's like, you should come over here on this side. And I went with him. Okay guys, I cannot tell you how nice it is when the oceans has 2 to 4 foot swells like it is today. It just makes getting in so much easier versus for me, I won't get in the water if it's past 8 foot swells on the high end, just because I've learned that it's just too rough and it's just not worth it. So 2 to 4 foot swells, this is amazing. Makes life so much easier when you're getting in and getting ready. Yeah, we're gonna have a good day. You know it's gonna be a great day when you see water visibility like this in Oregon. Now it's just always getting the dang fins on. They always like to be a pain sometimes trying to slide those booties in. And then I'm just setting my dive watch to apnea hunt mode, which is just awesome. It tracks my dives, my depths, and my surface intervals for me, which is amazing. I highly recommend getting one if you don't have one already. Mine is the Garmin Descent 1. Okay guys, back to my 75 gun. Little gun. Or centimeter, I think. Finally got the new spear, so we're gonna try this out. We'll see if I want to switch back to my short gun for hole hunting. It's gonna be good. Another new item I've added to my arsenal is this float line. It is from Rife. It is a vinyl heavy duty float line, and it is amazing. I don't ever snag my legs anymore, and it doesn't snag on barnacles, so I also highly recommend it if you are considering buying a new float line. I'm curious what flashlights the rest of you guys are using. Currently I'm using an Orca torch, which I love, but I'm looking to buy a backup light, something not as expensive, but still a good light, so let me know what you guys have. You definitely know it's going to be a really good day when you are already seeing this many black rockfish everywhere, while on other days there's just, you don't see anything. Plus the visibility is clearly amazing, so that helps tremendously. So to anyone who's new to spearfishing, seeing fish underwater, they look much larger than they actually are, so it makes it so much easier when you see all these other black rockfish around. Helps you judge the actual large ones when you see one. This guy right here looks much larger than all the other guys I've seen today, so take my shot, and I got him. Now I am always so happy when I see that flopper completely out, but I will still always grab a hold of it because I do not want these fish to come off. It always sucks when that flopper falls down and a fish actually slides off. Oh, did you? That's crazy how good the vis is. Yes. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I was like, dang, he's around the rocks. Okay, guys, got our first rockfish, black rockfish. Beast. Okay, let's get him strung up and dispatched. It is a great day, guys. Now guys, if you don't have one of these loop stringers and you're still doing it with a string, I highly recommend getting one. They make life so much easier. I'm sure you guys have noticed that I like to always bring my fish over to the rocks to brain them. I swear, I don't know what it is with other guys, somehow they can get their knife through their skull just holding on to it. I'm always so paranoid that I'm going to stab myself in the hand or do something like that. So I just like having the rock to be able to pin the fish and then just get the knife cleanly in and dispatch the fish nice. Now to any of you that are interested to see how my gun reloads, here you go. When I was trying to build this setup, I was struggling to watch other people's videos and how they built this, and so I just kept watching video after video until someone finally had showed their gun enough where I could actually figure out what they did and then replicate it, and I love it. It makes reloading the gun so much easier having the slider on the front and not having to pull the string in through the eye hole on the front of my gun and all the way down. Okay guys, let's get some more. We can get 4 rockfish right now. The regulations changed for 2025, so we're gonna go for seal, get 4, look for some wings, go from there. Well, that was a minute, 5-second dive too for that rockfish. So now you can see, guys, if you're a beginner spearfisherman and the visibility is like this, you can see how there's just little surf perch and smaller rockfish right here in the rocks. And so on days like this, it's really great for learning because you can just kind of float and snorkel the surface next to the jetty and be able to pick off a few fish, start getting taste for spearfishing and the love of it, and then start learning to dive deeper and deeper. So it's a perfect entry into spearfishing. Got a sea lion checking me out. Yeah, right here. It's a female sea lion. Right, his is like right below me. Yeah, it kept looking at me. I was like, I'm about to dive. I'm like, is that a shark? And then I think it moved on. I stayed there. Okay, time to get a breathe up again. Which I should probably pull my float and make sure it doesn't try to take my fish. Might actually flip this fish on top for the time being. Oh, good. Shoot, that's what I want to see. I'm like, sea lion, do not take my fish. Huh? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's looking at me, he's like, what the heck? He's like, you guys are in my area right now? Well, that's funny. Yeah, he sees that fish on there, he's like, huh. We like dive right into each other. He's like right there. I dive down, he's right at me. I do always want to watch out for the sea lions. I've never had an issue with one. They always just looked at me like this. But definitely don't want to have a problem with it, so I'm just kind of paying attention. Now here's the sound you want to pay attention to when you're a spearfisherman. You hear this, you know you got a boat nearby, and that's the whole reason we have floats, so they know that we are down and diving. So if we come up, they will be looking for us and they won't accidentally run us over. Oh man, I think that's so much bigger than it is. Let's get it strung up. Now I'm curious if there's anyone else like me that cleans their ears the night before spearfishing and then on the whole drive going to the ocean are constantly just clearing their ears, because it has helped out a lot. I haven't had too many issues with clearing my ears, but I haven't had any issues since I've done that. There's three. We got three guys. Look at that, guys. I was actually able to brain him in my hand. I am just starting to feel like a pro here. Hey, Edward, I'm gonna start switching, go with the current, go back that way. So it's just, yeah, I'm gonna just go back that way. So yeah, when the tide changes and it starts going back, you don't want to fight the current. It just gets exhausting, so It's better just go with it. And once you get to your spot to get out, you get out. I have one more rockfish. I was being picky, but we'll see. And then I'm still looking for ling. Okay, that's fine. That's good. You already got all your rockfish out, Steven? You say yeah? Yeah, you have 3? Yeah, so you got one more to get? Yeah, same. I have 3 also. Yeah, look for the one. My first one was my biggest. The other 2 looked bigger, but they're not huge. Oh, there you go. Well, guys, I was trying to set up for one last dive to get my last rockfish, but the tides turned hard. Edward actually got his 4th rockfish, but I wasn't able to get mine. It just started to get way too dangerous, as you can see. We stayed in a little bit longer than we should have, as you can see this current, and then my camera died. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will catch you all in the next one.